Home free. Home free. Home free, nigga. Let go. Let go. That's big Monte, boy. You big, boy.
Nigga, they doing push-ups.
Boy, I see you, boy.
No, this Ray.
That little Ray.
Man, this ain't
That
Ray.
little Ray.
Hey, Ray. What the fuck, man?
That little Ray.
Hey.
That little Ray.
I love you, boy.
God,
Hey, Ray got big as fuck, man.
Hey, Ray cold on the field,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Hey,
Cold.
the demon home, too, pussy. Demon home.
Hey, cuz, are you still rapping? Got you.
Nigga tryna fuck me in. Nigga tryna fuck me out. Nigga tryna fuck me in. Nigga tryna fuck me out. Fuck me in the pen. Tried to turn.
Welcome to another episode of Big Six Bants. We are here, of course. I'm joined by the man them, obviously joined by Corey, Casey, and Ethan will be here in a second. Chelsea 2, Brighton 1, Manchester United 3, Newcastle 2. Man them, what we saying? Another day, another match reaction. Pick up everyone in the chat.
I'll let Corey go first. Go on, bro.
Just pick up this chat, innit? Pick up the chat. Nothing more.
Nothing
Well,
more.
nothing to say about your game.
Nothing to say about your game.
It's the end of the season, fam. What is that? What does this allude to? I don't allude to much.
We're here to talk about the game. You're going to tell all the people here you're just here for the end of the season.
Yeah, we're just here for the end of the season. Well, my side's just focused on the FA Cup if we can do a thing. That's it.
Corey, this is a match reaction, brother.
Corey, pooey.
They finally decide to play some football.
Not even that, bro. It's a match reaction, but we're still going to talk about the game. Anyway, you know what? Cool. Let's Casey, what did you think about the United game?
Well, I think it was just, maybe an insight into a United side that if they, stop going with the people who have it in their contracts to play and playing certain dead players and actually playing people that can play football, you might see, I'm not saying a great United or even a good United, but I'm definitely saying a more functioning United, because today they had their weaknesses. Casemiro at centre-back is always going to be a weakness. He isn't a centre-back, and it's just, a point they targeted. Gordon had a good game, but United today, Ahmad, big him up. That's another game, another good performance, goal to add to it. Like Bruno, who, I've been heavily critical of, stepped it up today. I know the game doesn't, maybe because it doesn't have any meaning, like Corey said at the beginning, that's why. But nonetheless, he had a good performance today. So yeah, there was a few players. There's a few things. There's a few positives to take from it. But yeah, ultimately for this season, it doesn't do much because Chelsea also won their game. So
I do want to apologize to you, Corey. I can't lie, because you've gone on for Ahmad for quite some time. Yeah, and I can't lie. I started to think he was shit. I was thinking, if he's that good, why is Ten Hag not playing him? But this guy is actually a baller, fam. And this just proves how much of an idiot and how much of a dead manager Ten Hag is. The fact he's had man like Ahmad chill on his roster, he'd rather play man like Anthony, man like Garnacho, man like who's the other winger? And Rashford. All right, Rashford to an extent.
No, but Rashford's not.
But nonetheless,
Ahmad is technically
the fact Ahmad is there chilling. Yeah, he's chilling for this however long, and he's only now getting a chance after the Ten Hag reign's coming to an end. He's a mad thing, and I'm sorry. I'll be honest.
Is it coming to an end? Ahmad might have saved him.
Hopefully not. Not.
I mean, it depends. Sometimes I've seen it all before, though, where players who get forgotten about in the squad kind of they get their run, they show their talent, and then they just get sold for a little bit more money. I think if Ahmad wants to develop more, he'll probably leave Man United and go play where he's appreciated, especially if Ten Hag's going to stay. That's kind of my
Yeah, he's
take
never
on
gonna
it.
be
You
his
know,
first choice, is he?
and especially because of the way United play, I think Ahmad is technical enough to play in this system. I feel like there are other systems out there that can suit his time of his winger type. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like he like this is I wouldn't say this is a mad step down, but like he'd cook at Brighton.
Bro,
He'd cook at one of
Montal.
these.
If Pedro
He'd cook on
Neto
the
goes,
yeah.
Wolves should be looking at Ahmad, and that's
Yep.
no
If
disrespect, bro.
Bowen was
Ahmad,
to leave West Ham, he could. They need a winger that can kind of spark things. I know West Ham don't play the most free flowing football, but any of these teams that are kind of in the top half of the table, but not kind of in the top six, I think Ahmad has a great shot at being a regular player. And
yeah,
really, like you know, even if
I
he goes
think he'll be
abroad, even
perfect for
abroad,
Wolves if Neto goes.
even yeah,
I
La
think he'll be
Liga. I
perfect,
think La Liga is a good league for him. La Liga or Bundesliga could work for a player like him.
100%,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? He done his thing in the Is it the championship that he had a really good season at one
Yeah.
a couple of years back or last year, something like that.
Yeah, was it a loan spell?
Yeah, the loan spell that
On
he
his
had.
loan spell at
He's definitely someone
Reading?
who, for me, is technically head and shoulders above a lot of the attackers United have already, man. So, for
Even at
me,
Tottenham.
right wing, why
Calm
not?
it on, man.
Tottenham's winger.
Why not?
Calm it on.
Tottenham, why not? Why not?
I'll be real. I'm looking at Ten Hag so sideways though, because man had Sancho and Diallo just chilling. Any other manager, that's a dream for any other manager with tactics.
He also had Reguilon
Absolute
as a
dream.
left back and decided to rely on Luke Shaw's fitness.
Boy, that's the decision making's poo. It's
Crazy.
so poo.
Did you guys see the speech at the end of the game? The boos he was getting. He's trying to thank the crowd for the final home game, and I'm just hearing bare boos. Like I'm hearing
It'll kill
bare
me.
boos. You know what I'm saying? Does anyone think Ten Hag's staying or he's actually gone? Like, does anyone? Because obviously,
There's defo at least a 50% chance he's staying.
You think it's
It's
50?
not.
I think
It's not
50.
as foregone as. It's not as foregone as he's gone, bro. Like if we look at it, yeah, they would have to take an extremely large hit to get rid of him and start with someone else. Because if we're doing the whole, we start with someone else, well, they start with someone else, and flipping, it's just you have to work with these players for a year and kind of weed them out. Like it's just dead, bro. It's just more of the same. You get it. I think they would rather he just stays and at least sees it out. Because what's going on? Who they gonna get? I don't know who they're gonna get.
No, I do
Gareth
hear
Southgate
it.
and that man.
No,
Dead
I
food.
hear it. To be fair, I hear it.
Might as well stick with Ten Hag, man. Eric's the guy.
Literally, I think 50 is a bit of a stretch though, because bro, you can't just pattern up at the end of the season. Fair enough, he's had injuries and that, but
And he's got FA Cup final, bro. That is heavy. If he can get a dub there somehow, we're talking more than 50% now. You know what I'm saying? If he can somehow pull it out the bag,
well, we
that
can
means
ask the
2
chat.
trophies in 2 seasons.
Well, I'd say we ask
That's
the
how
chat.
United fans are.
I'd say definitely we could even take that to the chat. Like, listen, everyone in the chat, what is the percentage that you think Eric Ten Hag stays? And not what you lot want, not what you lot want to happen. What is the percentage that you think of Eric Ten Hag staying or going? Me, I'm kind of with Casey. I think it's either a 55 leave, 45 stay. I think, or maybe 60-40 if you want to push that. I think that's kind of where it lies for me. I don't think Ineos are gonna start a whole new project straight away. I think he's probably going to get at least half of next season to see what he can do. But I think if he fucks up early doors, I think he's gone by like October. He's
I
definitely
agree. That's it. He don't have much, and especially if he gets a battering by City in this FA Cup final as well. I think he can lose this and still keep his job, but if he
you
loses
reckon?
it badly, yeah, I think if he loses it 1-0, like good performance, but City, their quality, they just end up scoring a goal or a 2-1 or something. I think he can survive. If it's like a 3-0, 4-0 cup final thing, they're like, nah. That's where I think they pull the plug. So that's what I'm saying. This game's important, bro. This FA Cup game is important, G.
No, very,
That's why he's
very,
saving
very,
the
very.
Lissandros. His job rides on this game, bro. He'll risk them man getting injured because he might not be able to use them players again.
No, it's true.
It might be his last chance. So these men are gonna be fit for that game, and they better turn up. I don't want City doing the double or doing anything really, but yeah, potentially.
Cool, that's the
Marcus,
United.
Marcus, you dead me, fam. Man said we ain't losing that final. Marcus, I promise
Bro,
you,
he
like
said
I
he
said
ain't losing to
before, it's
me.
so
He said
easy
he
for
ain't
Marcus
losing
to
bare
say all
games.
this online, bro. This man needs to. Marcus. We need to chuck you the link because it's so easy for you to say shit like this and just go
Say
missing.
this in the chat and it just
To be
Yeah,
disappears.
fair,
fam.
he's
It just
definitely
disappears.
present. He's definitely present when they lose and that. He's here, innit? He just
No, I
complains.
agree. I
Nah,
agree.
I've
But
been on
Montel,
Tawakas for a minute,
but he's
man.
not
I
held
can't lie.
accountable. He's not
He's
held
not
accountable.
literally Casey.
He is held accountable,
And
bro.
you
He's
know
not
what's
held accountable
funny? I
for
sympathize
his
with
crimes.
Corey, fam. Corey holds his licks. I promise you. I
Kind
promise
of,
you.
Bro,
yeah.
all I'll say is, yeah, with the game, like,
Z Gold saying it now.
first of all, McTominay played up top. Like, man, them have been saying, try that. For me, it didn't work. For me, this should be he should have been clapping with Varane and Martial, saying I'm about to leave because he can't play midfield for me. He's just a box crasher. That's what he does. Just crashes the box last minute, and he could possibly get us a goal. That's what I see from McTominay. Garnacho, yeah, he stunk. I'll be real. Like, it was light and day between the two wingers. Garnacho stunk. Ahmad,
But that brother plays like every minute now. What's the persistence with this guy?
no, but I just don't. Who else have we got?
Boy.
We haven't got anyone else.
But listen. Let's obviously get into more parts of the game. Before we do, obviously, there's 85 people in the house right now. So, guys, make sure if you are subscribing to the channel, if you're not already, make sure you're liking the video already. Of course, on 32 likes, it should be on about 50 already. So please make sure remember to hit the like button. Also, vote on the poll whether you think Ten Hag stays or goes. 82% are saying they think Ten Hag stays, which is very interesting to
Well,
say the least.
I think it all depends on who's available, because if they actually are available for Ineos, the people that or the manager that they want, then I don't think he stays. But if they're not available, I don't think.
Who do you think
No,
could
no,
be
no,
their
no.
choice?
You're Manchester United. You should be able to just fire and get who you want.
I don't know who
You should-
Ineos want. I don't know
No,
who
but
they want.
Yeah, but you're
I don't
Manchester
know.
United, so whoever you want, you should get them, though, right?
I
Okay,
agree.
but imagine this Ancelotti. Then what? You think I'm gonna go prize it for Real Madrid? No.
I don't know. But you're just going straight to the extreme. The point I made is more time than not. If you want someone, you get them, right?
Okay, but as of now, I don't know who they want. So that's null and void.
Boy, we've seen many managers linked in it, so it has to be one of those guys. We've seen many managers linked.
There's a lot of managers linked, but a lot of people get linked to my club every season. So
Again, you keep hearing that.
Because
Look, a lot of managers get linked. A lot of managers get
linked.
linked to a lot of clubs, bro. But I'm saying that surely, if you guys want someone, you'll go and get him. Hence, why I think the percentage of Ten Hag staying is higher than what people think.
I don't know. I don't know how Ineos run. This is my first time seeing it, just like you guys. I don't know how they run. So we'll find out.
But yeah, listen.
We'll see.
Listen, back to the game. I think it's a good victory against Newcastle. I think beating Newcastle is a good victory for anyone in it, but don't really think you lot deserved it. If I'm honest, that's my opinion. I think you played all right. I think you played well. I think probably a draw was a fair result. Yeah, I think the game was just kind of up and down, back and forth. They probably should have had a penalty. Ahmad played really well. Kobe played really well. Fernandes played really well. But so did they. I think they had some good performance in their team as well.
Isak
was horrible. Gordon was really good.
I think he's still he must still be under the weather.
You said under the illness. The illness got him.
Bro,
He was,
bro. He looks like, bro. The Isak we know is, the runs, the pulling defenders here, there, the 1-on-1s. Like, bro, there was none of that today. None of that.
You can tell they rushed him back in it.
I don't know how you think that you didn't deserve to win the game.
Bro, Newcastle peppered you at large amounts of that game. They peppered you, bro.
Classy. That clearance.
That doesn't mean
that clearance was crazy, though. Yeah, that was
crazy. Corey, new contract. ASAP.
That's a new contract because he cleared the ball.
Like, that doesn't mean we didn't deserve to win the game, though. Like,
do you not think the United deserve to win the game? I think a draw was a fair result in my opinion. Looking at the way.
I think if any, I wouldn't say they deserved to win it like outright, but if anyone did deserve to win it, it was them. Like, I feel like
Newcastle. So I said it's crazy. I said a draw is probably a fair result.
3 goals and not deserve to win the game.
What?
When you put it like that,
because there's context, bro. There's always context in that. If you can pepper each other and one score, but they scored 2 goals. You acted like you didn't win 3-0. You didn't win 3-0.
We peppered them the majority of the first half. Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
No,
yes.
The first 20 minutes, you started well in like the first 10-15 minutes.
And they started 35 minutes.
They grew into the game, bro. You don't making how many last ditch tackles did you man see today? I saw plenty of them. Plenty of them.
Listen, just like
and especially the penalty. That was a penalty as well. That is a Stonewall penalty.
Okay.
A Stonewall. No,
way, that's fine, Montel. That's fine. It may have been a Stonewall penalty, but at the end of the day, I scored 3 goals. Okay,
so you scored 3 goals. That what actually means that you deserve to win the game.
I wouldn't say it's a Stonewall penalty. For me, Newcastle let themselves down. If I wouldn't say it's that United played scintillating to the point where they just blew Newcastle out the water, because I don't think that was the case. I just think Newcastle let themselves down. Key players today that they needed to step up just didn't step up. And that's it really. Gordon done his thing, but everyone around him wasn't offering much. So he can't do it.
Wait, I generally think the game was a 50-50 split. I don't know what man are watching in it. I think 2 of United's 3 goals actually came against the run of play. They did. Newcastle's moves were fluid. I think Man United were probably better in possession at the start of the game, but it was again end to end. I'm pretty sure if I go look at the stats, they might probably favour Newcastle, but again, I think Man United were a bit more defensively resilient in the final, like last ditch defending, and a bit more clinical when the subs came on. I think that's all that was in the game. That was all that was in the game. That's it. Both teams. Like I think who had the clearer chances? I'd even say I've said Newcastle probably did.
I'd say Newcastle had the clearer chance.
Onana was the busier goalkeeper. I'm acting like it's. I don't know. Listen, let's.
Oh yeah, Onana broke the record for. Well, he hasn't broke the record, but he's holding the record for the most saves from goalkeepers this season. That's more than them Luton man, them Sheffield man, all them man.
Jeez, that's cold, Phil. That's cold. Yeah, Gooner Lee, big up yourself, bro. Welcome to the stream, bro.
Welcome, hey Lee. Hope you're good, bro.
Okay, well, we're just talking about the United game. That's what we're talking about, the United game. What did you think of the game? I don't know if you caught.
Do you know what? I didn't watch all of it, but I saw, bro. I think Ten Hag saved his job. I think he saved his job, and I think he saved his job from the Arsenal game. To be honest with you, I think those set up. Yeah, the last game. I think that 1-0 loss, bro. There's a way, as I said to you, there's a way to lose games, and I think if they had lost 2-3-0, I think he would have, been at the door. But I think for them to, play the way they played against Arsenal, I don't think they played terribly. And then obviously coming in today, they've won. They're putting a little bit of gloss on, the end of the season. I was actually just watching the post-match review, and the guy asked Ten Hag kind of like what do you kind of feel about staying on, and do you feel like it will be the right thing for the Man United to get rid of you and stuff like that, because they've done it for a few times before, getting rid of Mourinho, etc. And I think even them kind of questions, you can see they're going to keep him. I think he's done enough and I think that there's going to be an uproar if he does go, in terms of, I think, for the media. So I think they're going to keep him. But
let me ask you something quickly. What would you say is percentage? Because we just were speaking about that is percentage chance of him staying against him going. What would you say the split is for you?
For me, if I was a Man United fan, it's 100% he needs to go. But I think the club will keep him. I think it's about 80%, 85% they'll keep him, to be honest.
Oh, that's
Oh, you
that's
reckon?
high. That's
I
high.
said 50. I said
Yeah,
I said
Nah,
like
high.
at
bro,
least 50.
they're keeping him,
But I
bro.
do believe he's staying. So
Yeah, they're keeping him. They ain't getting Amarim. I'll be honest as well. I think if they were getting Amarim, if they were getting all these managers, they would have got them.
they would have
Wait,
got him.
Amarim. Wait, Amarim.
Anybody.
Oh, I thought.
If they would have got them, they would have been noise. There would have been noise. Even if they lose the FA Cup, I think it's the way they lose. I think they're gonna put they're gonna put it in the atmosphere. Yeah, the whole they've had injuries. Martinez, if they don't get battered in the final, we're going up against Man City. There's that's what they're gonna do. That's what
Yeah.
Ineos are gonna do, man. So.
In
100%.
just on the game as well, I think another person I think's been quite consistent for Man United is Diallo. I think he's kind of been the unsung hero at times. He doesn't
What
like
was
done
that?
anything extraordinary.
What was that? What was that, Months?
Said Diallo.
Gooner Lee, I feel like you got an issue.
Yeah. You see what you know what this is because I want to chat to you man about something today. Today we must talk about some stuff today, man. We have to. We must talk about some stuff because and this is going to be a wider view. So I'm not picking on Man United. I'm not picking on Liverpool. I'm not picking on Chelsea. But what is it where a guy has a good game? You can give man props. But they've been dusty for the whole season.
He's not been dusty for the whole season. He's not been dusty.
I just felt like there was I felt energy like.
I saw a stat
today. Dusty's a stretch. Dusty's a big stretch.
He's been up and down like a roller coaster. And we're gonna get to somebody else because there's man on this show that are on trial. There's man on this show that today is the day today. They are on trial. And listen, what? I need to see some clips today. I need to see some clips because I was on a show with Months earlier on. I was on 2 shows with Months earlier today. But that was on a show earlier on today. We were funny enough, we were talking about that same position. We were talking about right backs. And we were talking about right backs, we were talking about players in this very channel that will put in positions of player of the season in their position. And I feel like there's questions that should be asked. I feel like I should just ask questions, because we like to have a lot of talking. We like to do a lot of talking. My bald head was stressing. It was sweating earlier. So for me, I just feel like there's questions that need to be asked and then hopefully answered. So people like Diallo, who has had an up and down season. People like Wan-Bissaka, who's been funky all season. Being putting Reece James in like he's the best right back in England when he's won 2 games in 2 years, and he just got sent off.
Excuse me.
Yeah. That's the stat.
Wait, what stat is that?
No,
that can't be. That's not real.
Wait.
Today might be free. I think today.
Somebody smell like shit.
Wait.
2 wins in 2
Hold
years.
on. Let me see if I can get it for you.
A win a year.
A man
Bro,
said 2 wins in 2 years.
3. Is it 3 wins in 2 years, bro? Let me find it. Bro. Yeah.
What?
Where's that sad man?
Bro, where did I see this? I have to find this, bro.
That can't be real.
What the fuck is that?
That can't be real.
Where the fuck is that sad?
Bro,
that can't be.
I actually have to find this. Hold on.
Look, the man, everyone's jumping in. Lie, salty.
Hold on. Bro, I swear I saw this. Where did I see it?
The
fact that we even have to think about it is just raising itself, isn't it?
Let me find this, bro. There was like a basic all the games he's played, and it was just lost, draw, 1 win, lost, draw. It was crazy. Let me see if I can find it. But anyway, while I'm finding it for you, we talk about people like Reece James. We talk about all of these players and Diallo. But there's one guy that I want to particularly speak on, and it's I think they call him Pedro Puno. I don't know, because every week he's off in panty. Every week he's he's sliding all over the place. And I saw a game yesterday. I saw a game in North London, and I saw a guy give away a penalty. I saw a guy looking all over the place. You know,
It's all for the
You know, it's
cause.
funny. He did this when he gave away the pen. He did the smiling thing. You know, the program did the smiling thing.
Yeah, this
He
is
did the
it,
smiling thing.
fam.
I just feel like there's got to be questions asked because when certain man put their players in positions they shouldn't be in, other man get upset. And on this very show, I saw a few of my brothers. I saw a few. I don't even know if I should call them my brothers today. I saw a few of my compadres put a certain Pedro Puno in mid-season right back of the
Lee,
year.
Lee,
I just
just to be clear, it wasn't just me. Yeah, let's get it right. It
I don't
wasn't just.
listen. I don't know. There were allegations that I saw, but I wasn't sure. So I said, I said to Mons earlier today, I had to come and speak to my brothers because I just needed to get clarification. We just need to calm down with some of the hype that we're giving some of these players. That's all I'm saying.
I agree, definitely.
I agree.
Hmm.
I think that day
It
I was
wasn't
drinking or
just me.
something. I think I was drinking or something.
Bro, listen.
I'm getting
You
something.
see me?
from
I'm
it.
not saying no names.
You be drinking a
I'm
lot,
just,
case.
I'm
That day,
just saying.
that day was a
just saying.
bit blurry. That day was all a bit blurry. I'm not too sure what happened.
Yeah.
Lee, I see you've come back from your loan spell at my
But
club.
I'm right, man. I'm sober, man. I'm right.
Listen.
Oh yeah, Gooner.
No, Lee, was there
speaking
anything you wanted to say on the Tottenham thing before we move on?
Yeah.
Like, is there anything you wanted to say on that? I feel like Lee, there's some stuff that you want to get off your chest, innit?
I just feel there's been a lot of overrating from a lot of these Spurs players. I think they've been put in positions they shouldn't be put in. I thought, I won't go too, harsh with the likes of Madison, but again, he didn't turn up yesterday. That's 4 or 5
He
months.
played quite well.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he was bad, but I don't think I want you in the big games to show who you are. I want to see an Odegaard kind of run. I want to see a Havertz kind of run. I want to see something where you are contributing in a real positive way, and I haven't seen that from him.
But we did have to wait a while for Odegaard to start showing that though.
Sorry. So one's just about to kick the bucket, and one's just basically coming to the Premier League. So let's not do that. Let's calm down a bit. there. If Madison has been there for a long period of time, and he's been doing this at Leicester as well. He's been doing the same dusty thing. So for me, I just kind of really want to put it and say, look, for me, there's a lot of Spurs players that I had to watch that game and it was awful. And I talk about your manager, the same thing. Your manager, I just feel like he was bang out of order for what he said yesterday. I really do. And I don't like to defend Spurs fans or the club, but I thought he was, I think he was just out of order.
He's trying to put pressure on the board before a busy summer window. So I do.
Bro, you can do that all you want. Yeah, people, and you know what this sounds like? It sounds a lot like Copium. I think that's who he is. I genuinely think that's who he is. I really do, bro. I think he actually sits there and thinks, you know what? Hold on. Why are these fans saying this? Why are these fans saying that? Bro, you've been stinking at the gaff since Luton at home. Away, sorry. You've been putting your team in jeopardy week in and week out. You've been causing injury for your team. You've been making sure that your players look worse than what they are for some of them. Some of them are just like that anyway, but some of them, you've not protected them. You've made your team more stressed than it needs to be. You've decided not to bring a coaching staff in. You've decided all of these things, and now you want to talk about like the fans they haven't got this and they haven't got that. Brother,
Lee, I'm surprised you're coming from this angle because I agree with you. Like,
and I keep saying this, Ethan. Yeah. We have to measure a man on what he's been given this season, and he's been given money, and he's been given an award for London Manager of the Year. So by that metric, I have to put him above all the other managers, right? So if that's the case, we must be more critical of him. And I just feel like he's the reason why you were clear fourth, and he's the reason why you're not going to get fourth.
That's not crazy. That's not insane. And you know what I'm pissed off about? Yeah, I'll be honest. It's the fact that you know how well we played yesterday. We played fucking phenomenal that first half.
Phenomenal.
We made no. If we're being honest, that first 45, bro, from back to front, Dragusin hadn't played since Everton away in late Jan. Yeah. Van de Ven was playing left back out of position. Højbjerg came in, played all right. Yeah. Flipping Madison played false nine, held up the ball, done well. My midfield was good. We restricted City to like one chance, two chances. Had like 65% possession.
You gave the ball out away, playing out the back a good 2-3 times.
Yeah, that's gonna happen, bro.
Casey, here, Eve. He said we played phenomenal.
Happen.
He said we played phenomenal in the first half against City. That's what he said. He said Tottenham played.
That was phenomenal. Why is that not a stretch?
I wouldn't say
phenomenal.
Phenomenal is slightly a stretch, but I definitely would say that. I definitely say that he was the best.
We didn't create crazy clear-cut chances, and we didn't take our chances that we did have. That's it. But in terms of like on the ball, pressing, limiting City, you know, we nullified them. There's a reason why they didn't play too well. That was because of us.
Yeah, from the first and second half, and when I say the first and second third of the pitch, sorry, you was good. It was just the final third.
The final third, we weren't it.
Things weren't it. But I do agree that.
But you didn't create a lot of clear-cut chances.
Because that's something we lacked. I've already admitted that. But if you listen to what I said the rest of the stuff, nullifying City's attack, the press, everything was great. Everything was phenomenal. Those areas off the ball.
It wasn't because you gave the ball away playing out the back 2-3 times.
It's not even about defending.
Slice clearances, needing a massive save from Vicario.
Okay, and then look how many times we got the ball from back to front.
Yes, but
like, I don't think you were phenomenal. City were poor.
You just played. How about this? You played well enough to match City's worst.
No, at least City were poor because of us.
No, they were. They were. But I'm saying, for me, I do feel like you were okay. You weren't like, you know, exhilarating. You did open them up, I think, twice. There was a chance for you to, you know, play a few balls down the side and through the middle, but like City was still all right. Like it reminded me of how we played against Man United. Like they had a few openings in the sense of cutting us open, but bro, like it was blunt up front. It was like, like we just got masked out.
But that's down to quality. Like you got Brennan Johnson. Jesus,
bro,
like, Paul. You know what I mean?
Brennan Johnson, Paul.
Yeah, that's never gonna be. It's never gonna be that.
Gooner, question: was you one of the I support Tottenham?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
You got any shape? Do you have any shape?
Nah, bro. I don't have any shame, bro. Listen, just listen. For me, the wider perspective of it is Arsenal. I think they've let themselves down against Aston Villa. But bro, listen, when you're trying to go for a league, like however you get it, bro. Like at the end of the day, if I want a league on Sunday, I ain't worrying about like Spurs, bro. Spurs can say what they want. Spurs can say this, bro. It happens, and that's it, bro. But like Son, he could have done his thing at the end, but. Like that's another thing, bro. Like the fact that he missed it on purpose for me as your captain.
Man said on purpose.
He understood the assignment. Let's be honest.
Said on purpose,
bro. That was 100%.
Can you imagine the type of conversation we would be having now if he scored that chance?
No, but
man said my captain, who's been at my club for like 7 years, handed him the time.
I think it's. Listen, I've been one of the only ones saying I've got no issue with the fans wanting Arsenal to not win, bro. I would 100% say the same thing, but as a player, bro, go out and do what you need to do, bro. That's it. That's like I think that's just where the bread is buttered. Ain't no one worrying, ain't no one caring. Most of the fans in there were there because they wanted Spurs to win, and there were hella Arsenal fans in there anyway. But for me, we saw it was dead. It was boring because all the ones who didn't want Spurs to win didn't turn up. All of them. Annoyingly, I've got a few brethren that are Spurs fans. They go to games. They didn't go to the game because they didn't want Arsenal to win. They didn't want to see it. So,
bro, they had.
I don't know.
They were wearing their light blue kits. They were wearing their away kits so that they looked like City fans. It was just so creepy from the Tottenham fans. Like, bro, you didn't see it. They were Tottenham fans were wearing their away kit. It's an old Tottenham kit that's light blue that looks like City's. So they wear it so that they bro, it's just shameless. Like there was just so many and your manager summed it up perfectly, you know.
Obviously,
way
that's
inside
a
out.
that's a stretch, isn't it? But end of the
It's
day,
not.
bro,
You can
I,
say it's a stretch.
a lot of
You
the
can.
Tottenham fans, that the capacity of that stadium is 60,000. Yeah? A lot of them Tottenham fans were just silent, and there's a reason why. Yeah, we're just silent because it's better to not say something than give the wrong intention, bro. Majority, bro, like Lee said, bro, we cannot hand our direct rivals the Prem. That's a crazy situation. That game, that day was always going to be a loss. Even if we drew, it was a loss. Draw was probably the worst scenario, actually.
I do hear it.
As a fan, I get it. As a fan, I get it. But like your coach said, I'm talking about the coach and the players. Yeah. Firstly, your coach was furious. Yeah. Absolutely livid.
He's a weirdo, fam.
He had fans behind him, saying to throw the game. He's probably heard or seen things inside the camp, like he said, in the last 48 hours that just shows the club's more focused on their rivals, upsetting their rivals than, sorting themselves out. And we can all say it's paper talk, is this, is that. But, there's no smoke without fire, fam. There's no smoke without fire. So there's an element, there's a part of it which is, there's some sort of truth to it. And Tottenham fans at some
I like
point.
the whole smoke without fire thing. I like that one. So when
I'll
there's
be
if there's ever an issue in the Arsenal camp, Casey, are we allowed to say that as well? Just
on top, we have said that, bro. We have said that.
No,
but my point is, if my coach came out and said that, or my new coach came out and said, he's looked inside and he says, this is all wrong. This is all wrong.
It's just something I wanted to kind of show.
Bro.
You need to turn the sound off. In case
this is your vice captain.
Man of the match.
That's your vice captain, bro.
The Foden situation.
Look at that. I said, that's you, my dog. You see that little punch there? That's the you. That's a you thing. No, that's a you thing.
This has to stop now, where we compare Romero to Gabriel.
That's a you thing, big man. That's a you thing.
Lee, you know the context behind this. Come on.
No, but you see, my
this
thing
is not a bad performance.
But bro, we can't keep comparing Romero to Arsenal players and to the top centre backs in the league. He's just not up there, bro. As I said to you, it's different when we're talking about the players. The fans, I've got no issue with. The players, they did what they did yesterday. And we don't need to keep putting him in positions and conversations, because if you want to do that, that's what's going to happen with Ange. And next season, when he falters again, this is what's going to happen. You're putting this guy in positions that he doesn't need to be in. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. He's not better than Saliba. He's not, bro. Could you imagine? Let's do this for 1 second. Let's just do this. Let's just take away Arsenal. Could you not imagine if Konate did what Romero did on the halfway line yesterday? Oh, he's this. He's that.
But he's not doing that on a normal day, though, Lee. You promise.
But he does. But the thing is, this is his play, though. That's what he does.
But cool. You know what? I think it was Gary Neville said it perfectly, bro. My man's known for being too aggressive, and then he's suddenly moving a bit frigid. Come on.
I think he's an up and down player, man. He's an up and down player, bro.
And he's a World Cup winner. And just quickly on the Ange point.
So is Mustafi. So is Mertesacker.
You hit the nail on the head. Bro, Saliba doesn't even start for France. I'd hate to be that guy. I hate to be that guy.
Okay, all right, cool. So by that metric, so hold on. Just want to make it clear. By that metric.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay, so please retract your statement. Please retract your statement.
No. Because it's the real, isn't it?
Say Madders. Is you going to talk about Madders,
Could you imagine? See, this is one of the best number 10s.
That was a low blow. I apologize.
One of the best number 10s for England, and he's got what? How many minutes? Don't let me go and check. Don't let me go and check how many minutes he's got for England, because it will be embarrassing. It will be embarrassing.
Fuck Madders. But I'll be real. Let's go back to this Ange point on the fans just quickly, because I can't lie, this part does get me a bit hot. It's a bit cheeky for him to get hot at the fans, and this is why I do feel like he's trying to put pressure on the board. I lost to Newcastle. Remember that picture? You lot seen that picture with Son with a crown and Liverpool, Arsenal, and City. Yeah. They said I have to stay on the title race. Yeah. They was wondering what's going to happen. Man went and lost all 4 of those games. Yeah. We lost against Newcastle 4-0. Yeah, before everything. Lost to Chelsea. What was it? I can't remember what the score was. We lost to
3-0.
Liverpool. Yeah, we lost to Arsenal in our stadium, and he's got the cheek here. We want to lose. Yeah, by the way, the top four. If we really wanted top four, we should have picked up points in any of those 4 other games. He's got the cheek to say, "Oh, the fans lack ambition. It's fragile." Right, bro. So you want me to go and lose against all these other clubs and win against City to hand my rivals the Prem? That's ludicrous. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I refuse to think he's that ignorant or that silly, bro. He's just trying to be professional. He's just trying to do that PR thing. I get it. I do get it.
I would have said that, but now it's too much of a pattern, bro. You know, it's not just him. If it was just him and this scenario, I would put it aside and be like, you know what, maybe he is acting up a bit. He kind of needs to understand the circumstances around it. But you know, the Contes have said it, the Mourinho's have said it. You know, it's more than just this time. It could have been anything. Even I think you would have done the same. You know, if it meant, you know, you and City in the Carabao Cup semi-final and us and someone else, and you think you can't beat us, so you'll just lose and let City win. Like, that's the type of thing you lot would do, and that's the type. It's just weird, that mentality of focusing on, like, the certain fans anyway, not all of them, certain fans focusing on Arsenal so much that they'll sacrifice everything for their club just to see
Nah,
Arsenal not happy.
I
I'll be
honestly
honest,
He
think
wants to. He wants to
you've
get that out.
you've got a
I'll be
point,
honest. There's
yeah.
two things though, Ethan,
But
for
this
me.
is a delicate and unique situation. Like,
This
Yeah,
every
one
I agree.
understand.
specifically, I agree.
Yeah,
This
it's completely
specifically,
different. Like
But
it's like,
Ethan,
like someone said before, it's like the Champions League final, bro. You man were asked, what was the question? Would you rather,
About Europa League. Yeah.
Europa League, bro? You man could not have me winning that Champions League final, bro. And it's the same
yeah.
thing. I cannot have
Yeah.
you
But you
winning this
see,
Prem
you
at
know,
the fate of
what?
my hands.
You see, the only difference with that is that it wasn't us having to drop a game in terms of
Yeah,
actually playing.
yeah,
It was just a scenario. Whereas for you were in there. But again, I'm still the fans thing, bro. That's never gonna be an issue for me. I know some fans are saying, "Oh, it's a loser, loser, loser," bro. I don't know what the hell Arsenal fans are talking about, bro. I physically, I just feel like some of these people need to be slapped because
It's the
when
high horse thing.
if the shoe was on the other foot,
I'm
a lot of man will be
100%.
compromised. A
bro.
lot
You
of man will be
panicking.
compromised.
That's it.
Not everybody, but a lot of man will be compromised and be like, you know what?
I'm
Nah,
telling you
I don't
now.
want to
That's it.
see them lose. I don't want to see Tottenham do this. And the fact of the matter is, Spurs, I think even for Spurs, they knew they're getting fifth, and that's it. Well,
Yeah,
unless they lose, but they knew
yeah,
they're getting fifth. So for them, they're just thinking, why am I doing anything to help them? But
yeah.
for a player to do that,
I hear it,
bro, that's not that is
The
nasty
Son one for
behavior.
me hurt.
I'm worried.
It
bro. You
it
have to
hurt.
go on, Casey.
Yeah,
Go on.
no, just quickly
You
on the
have
Son thing
to
because
go on.
that was the main thing for me in that game. Like, you know, I knew the game was gonna be tight. I knew it was gonna be like Tottenham might have their chance or they might have a clear cut chance. And if you said to me, you know, before the game kicked off, it would be what 85th minute, Spurs are 1-0 down, but there'll be one player of your choice to be one on one with City's second choice keeper. Bro, I'm saying put Son there and money, money, money. Like, that is money, bro. That is money. And this guy, out of all days, decides to fluff his lines against City. And then not only that, a man's there smiling and laughing
Bro,
afterwards. You know,
bro.
your
You
captain
are
and your
actually
vice
bitter. You're
captain.
genuinely bitter,
But,
innit?
but this is
Genuinely.
But I understand, man. Then can we
it's
just
facts, bro.
can we cast ourselves back to 2019, where it was you guys were in the final, we were in the final. Even was in the champs, you guys were in the Europa, and
Yeah.
the question was asked from Robbie he asked RIP, he asked Claude, he asked Troops, he asked the other guy,
Yeah.
he asked the other guy. I think they asked Lee as well. I'm not sure if it was Lee who was that one they asked, and the question was, would you lose the Europa League and so Spurs can lose the champs? And everyone everyone answered, yeah. I'm
But that's
using
the thing that we're saying, though, Mons. We're saying the fans is not a problem. It's the
Yeah.
players, bro. It's
I
if
think,
you did.
but as we said, Tottenham didn't but scum it out. I think Tottenham played well. They weren't phenomenal, but I think Tottenham played well.
No, but bro, they didn't like a few of
Like,
their
bro,
players.
it wasn't a bro. They made the game very difficult, more difficult than a lot of teams have made for Man City this season.
I'll be honest, bro. I
So-
think it's in the first half. I think Man City were nervous. I think they were actually nervous. I don't think they played their normal football. I think they were thought, you know what, this is actually a game where we have to win. You know, the
Really
hoodoo
have
of
to
not
win.
scoring a goal there, not winning the Prem. They didn't do what they needed to do, and I do think that. You know, when I look at it, Spurs, they were okay. But they weren't going for it. There were times where they could have played balls through, but we can always, you know, do semantics. I'm
Yeah.
looking specifically at that Son chance. Bro, he missed it on purpose. Bro.
Hey,
Listen,
bro.
I guess we'll never know. Let's
All right, Lee, quick one, yeah, because I know what Casey's
we
moral
gotta move on. We have to move on to the Chelsea game. Bro.
Just a quick one, real quick one.
Bro, we
Lee,
have to
so
move on, bro.
50th minute, what was your thoughts? Just quickly.
Bro, I don't even want to say what I do, but yeah.
You see what I mean?
just thought, bro, listen, I thought, yeah, look, let's just get to the end, innit? That's just get to the end.
But you thought you could do it, right?
Bro, I was just like, let's get to the end, man.
This is my point.
It was always a kind
We're
of
gonna do this.
So you can't turn around and say, "Oh, the players this we gave her all. We gave her all."
Fair enough. Man, let's move on to the Chelsea game. I think that's 22 goals for Cole Palmer in the season. Boy, oh boy. Chelsea are now, I think Poch has taken them from 12th to 6th. Now, same thing with Ten Hag. Does he keep his job? I think he keeps his job. He is not getting sacked.
100%.
He's not getting sacked.
Oh, there's no way Pocher's getting sacked.
And it's good to finish strong. Chelsea are finishing quite strong. Like, if you look at their record, it's looking quite good. Their record towards the end of the season is looking really positive. If we're keeping it 100 in it. I believe they've got 4 straight wins in a row.
One
and
draw.
1 draw in their last 5.
That's very good.
3rd in the Premier League on the form table. Now, of course, context. You look at who they played and you go, they should be beating them. But should Chelsea be beating them on the form that they've on the, you know what I'm saying, and how they've been this season?
Who they play?
They play Brighton, Forest, West Ham, Tottenham. Those are the 4 they won. So,
bro, like, I think again, bro. I don't feel like we should be going crazy. Like, fair play.
No, we're not going bad, but we have to vote 4 straight wins.
No one should be going
How
crazy
bad
for
they've
Chelsea,
been.
bro, because it was only what 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago or like 10 days ago? They got moved to by us, and everybody was saying, you know, like this is about Poch, not even about Poch, but the players, bro. Like the players were, you know, looking stinky. So yeah, man, like I'm not going crazy at them at all. I think they're still dusty. I think what Chelsea fans love to do is, bro, you see, I knew this. You don't watch us. That's their line. You don't watch us. You don't know our players.
No, obviously, bro. Obviously, that that's. I just think since the 6-0 win at Everton, they've been a lot better than the standard they've set for themselves this season. That is fair to say about Chelsea.
That is fair to say.
They didn't have a standard. No one expected anything.
Like, yeah, of course. But that shows how easy it is to go and break into the top 6. Look how easy they've broken into the top 6.
Yeah,
with a little bit of consistency. That's why teams like United, Newcastle, West Ham, even Spurs should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah. I will say being 3 points behind Spurs is mad.
Because all it took was 3-4 straight wins.
Yeah. To be behind Spurs by 3 points is crazy. It's
in like, bro. There's a 3-point difference between Chelsea and Tottenham.
It's mad.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me?
It's mad.
Hold on, bro. They have more goal difference. Have more goal difference.
It's mad.
Who do Tottenham have final day? Sheffield away and Chelsea have Bournemouth. Bro, in the craziest case that the Spurs players are on holiday and they draw that game.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Bro, we've seen crazier things in the Premier League. Right there, if Chelsea win that game 1-0 and you man could be cruising 1-0 and then the Sheffield United players just might want to put on a show before they get relegated and the game could end 1-1. last minute stupidness, 1-1. All of a sudden,
Agreed.
all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Listen, obviously you'd have to lose, innit? You'd have to lose the game for Chelsea to come above you. I think you'd be above them by if you draw.
Goal difference.
Yeah. You'd have they have to lose and you have to win, basically.
Yeah.
But Chelsea have more goal difference anyway. But it's crazy.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, actually, I think Assad, he just put in the chat, that Chelsea were 18 points. But I just checked, it's true. I think they were 15 to 18 points behind a few weeks ago. And now they're 3 points behind, bro.
But that's obviously context. They had like 2 games in hand on most, man, innit?
Yeah,
bro. You lost 4 in a row.
It don't matter,
They're
bro.
winning.
It don't matter. Like
I
the
just
fact
think
that is mad. Like, the fact that they're only 3 points off us is disgusting. I'll be honest, especially when God knows certain fans out there thought we were going for the title and top 4 was cemented. It's mad.
But I just want next season. I want next season everybody to say the same thing that they said about Arsenal. Because last year, when we were in Europa League, everybody said we ain't gonna challenge because we're now in the Champions League and we can't be in 2-3 competitions, bro. Chelsea have had 1 trophy to go for, 1 competition to go for all season long, and they've been dusty for 80% of it, 85% of it. I want the same rhetoric to go to Chelsea. They're going to struggle next year. They're not going to be good next year because that's what Arsenal got. Arsenal got the same thing, and now look where we are. We're 2 points behind the top with obviously a game.
We're not allowed to answer them types of stuff.
Boy.
Yeah, so forgot about special treatment
and what's the point going to Wembley to get moved to, bro? That don't make sense, bro. You're going to club district in Mayfair, spending all your money on gal and getting sent home in a cab that you've got to pay for, bro. That is stupid. That don't make sense. But people say, Chelsea have gone to 2 finals. So what? You got packed in, and you got packed in by kids. You got packed in, folded nicely by kids.
Crazy.
Let's remember
folded. A man said folded nicely.
Come on, bro. Like
the way
you let VVD score 2 headers on your head top, and 1 had to be disallowed. Come on, bro.
The way I see Chelsea is like they've definitely improved towards the dying end of the season. So like with that, you're gonna make Europa. Like we're gonna need to see some trophies, and with that, you've got Potts. That's your manager. He isn't known for winning the trophies, so it will be very interesting. You spent your billion, you spent your billion. You've finally made Europe, albeit it's not the Champions League, but you've made some sort of Europe, and we need results. And unfortunately for your situation, it has to come quick and fast because you spent the money. Like it's not like someone spends 200 M's in a window, let's say, and man are saying you must win this. No, you spent $1 billion in the past few windows, around $1 billion, or is it over $1 billion?
Maybe give or take
$1 billion, 900 million.
Bro, give or take.
Yeah. You guys have spent $1 billion. I need instant results. Results.
Yeah.
Like that freedom pass where you got that, everyone spent the same around me. That can't run.
Yeah, it's one of them ones. By the way, people, 130 people in the house right now and only 63 likes. Sorry, we should at least be pushing for 100 likes for this stream. So please make sure 100%. Right now that you're hitting the like button right now. There's actually 91 votes on the poll about Ten Hag. So in that case, there should easily be about 80 plus likes. So people, make sure you're paying the rent. Make sure you're subscribing if you're new as well. We are going to head over to Never a Foul in a second. But just last sort of thing to say, guys, so this whole Chelsea overtaking United, because they're going to finish above United and being 3 points behind Spurs. It's always good to kind of start, and if you end your season strong, sometimes it's seen as like a really good positive to start the new season. Do you reckon Chelsea can probably start strong next season?
Yep.
With a few more additions.
Chelsea
have games, I'll tell you that.
Well, how much money can they spend? That's another thing. We have to put. We need to know.
Depends on what they spend, but I think they could start well next season. I've got Chelsea fans telling me, "Months, don't let us finish above you and finish
No,
above."
and I think that.
Crazy.
Listen, you know what? I want them to do that. I
Carry
want them to do that because they're just going to set themselves up for failure because they ain't getting in that position to be challenging. They may challenge for the top 4, but they ain't getting.
8 points is a big gap. As I said, 8 points is a big gap. Don't do that.
You're 8 points off top 4, yeah, bro. But again, let's just keep it a buck. The top 4 is dusty. Aston Villa have done well, but the last few months they've been dusty as well. The top 4 to get into the top 4 isn't that hard, bro. We are what 30 points, 37 points above Man United.
Just a bit of consistency,
It's crazy, bro.
It's stuff like this. It's just stuff like this. I think we're just as good as Liverpool when everyone's fit, don't I?
This. You see, I'm telling you now. This is what I'm saying. With Chelsea fans, that's what they do. Chelsea fans do the same.
In the same chat, man said Corey's a hater, but then you're speaking like that. Like, come on, bro. You can't be calling us haters, saying that your team compares to a team that's finishing 3rd when everyone's fit and not producing the business. They want the cup.
Bro, bro, we pumped them with our injuries. We've had injuries at Anfield. We pumped them 4-1. Bro, they gave Conor Bradley a name. They gave him a name. You made Conor Bradley, bro.
It's mad. This is the same. This is the same team that got pumped by Arsenal 5-0. Yeah, this is the same team. Now all of a sudden they're gonna, Disasi, yeah, he can be a squad player. Noni, these men are dead. These men
they're so average.
Mudryk,
man, like Corey said, what's it called? Stamford Diggs.
Stamford Diggs. Listen, guys, we're not gonna hate on them too much. We're gonna end it there. We'll be back tomorrow for the final preview of the season, last game of the season preview, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys are there. There won't be a midday stream because I have to travel. So guys, just be ready for the evening stream and we'll see you guys soon. So man, big up. Make sure you smash the like button, comment, subscribe and all that good stuff. Catch my Arsenal reaction to the Arsenal tears yesterday. You might guys want to catch that one. And guys, we'll see you in the next one. And yeah, man. Big up, son. Love.
Big up.
Big up, Rasmus.